welcome to another week with Mary's Dreamtime Messages. Thanks for joining me for another week. I hope you had a wonderful week last week. With the two animals that we drew out was with we drew out the dolphin card, I am aware, letting us know about being more conscious of our connection to nature and understanding about how the cycles can heal certain areas in our life to do with the heart of creation, and how the cycles in nature can mimic our own cycles. And we may be going through a cycle at this point in time to do with sweeping away a lot of the old to make way for the new. And the other card that we pulled out was with let me think, the ancestral sparrow. So did you find I am happy? So did you find that there was something that was coming up to the surface to do with something that could be connected to anybody in your environment or your friendship circle or family circle that was maybe not serving you, or maybe it was a pattern that you're knowing, that you're recognizing and letting go to make way for this new. And so I hope there was something that you got a lot of benefit out from the animals that we pulled out last week, because it was really helping us to pave way for something new. And that's also to do with letting people go that maybe isn't serving us, something old. And so it was something that we needed to really be aware of. I'd love to hear anybody's experiences in the comment box below about anything that came up to the surface for you for last week, especially to do with the ancestral sparrow card. And if you're struggling to kind of understand that a lot more, then there is a video that you can watch that's specifically on the ancestral sparrow card that kind of goes into more depth to do with that. And so we could be really aware of what that is, or we may not be having any clue about it at the moment. So it's I would highly recommend checking that video out, especially if you were really struggling last week. And so we're going to be starting a brand new month plus a brand new week, and so the week is going to be starting the 30th of September and running until the 6th of October. And so the September has now gone and we're starting a brand new month of October, and so that's pretty exciting. And we've got the new moon on Thursday next week, and so it's a good time to start over again, as we're moving through the cycle of the new moon. We are now starting a new moon, and so that's a time to start over again in our new cycle. And so it's about laying down any foundations to do with what we're wanting to start, anything from a project to something new that we want to initiate in our life. It could be something new that we want to do in our routine, in our schedule. And with these changes that we make, they don't have to be this change, that change, and so many different changes. It can just be really small changes. And if we make these really small changes, and so they can really create a lot of change for us. And so something to be mindful about is not to initiate too much change too quickly, because it can just the bottom of that can just fall out, and there's just no foundation that we can continue to build upon. And so when you're making these changes, it's important to just do one small change at a time. And then once that change has been initiated and grounded into your everyday schedule or work or whatever you want to call it, then you can continue to make even more changes through more small steps. So just doing it baby steps is really a great way to just initiate the change, and you won't even notice that it's happening. And so especially if you're someone that doesn't like change as well, so you could be leaving an old relationship behind, an old marriage behind. You could be leaving a old life behind that was connected to a lot of pain and hurt. You could be letting go of family members that haven't been serving you or haven't been giving you very good advice. You could be letting go of friends that just weren't there for you anyway. So it could be a number of things that you're wanting to change right now. So it's important just to take baby steps in the changes that you want to make, and you won't even notice a thing, but you will notice some really nice changes. Just new things that will be coming from this, because when we're wanting to initiate change, we have to let go of the old. And so like what I was just saying before about letting go of anything that's old in your life that is connected to anything that's been unpleasant or that's put you down or made you feel hurt or made you feel sad. And so when we let those old things go, because they weren't serving us anyway, so there's no use hanging on to them, we make room for new growth, and which then expands who we are and where we want to go and who we want to be and how we want to be. So you might want to be thinking about the things that you want now when we're making way for the new to come in, and we're letting go of the old. Then this new moon, maybe you can make it about the new you and how that looks like, what it feels like, how you see it to be, how the happiness looks like, and try to imagine every little thing about it. Like, what does the happiness look like? What does success look like to you? What does abundance look like to you? And so these are all the things to kind of think about this new moon and write down in your journal, because just keeping it in our head is not something that is healthy for us, because we can go on repeat and it can just go round and round, and it's not serving our purpose in leading a more fulfilling life. So when we journal and write things down, it makes it more real. It makes it, studies show that when we write things down, it can create enthusiasm in our life to want to change things for the better, and so on and so forth. And so let's continue and build a life that that we want to live in and that we want to flourish in this time. Maybe before, when we were trying to create things for ourselves, we didn't have the knowledge, or maybe we didn't have quite the understanding that we needed in order to get to where we are now with our lives. And you know, where we're in a much better position to be able to create the change on purpose. You know, our minds can also play tricks on us, and, you know, keep us in like a cycle that you know, where we're on like autopilot. And maybe we've been doing that for a long time, and maybe that was to do with a time that was a long time ago, but we're still like caught up in the cogs going round and around and around. And so that's why, you know, it's kind of important to kind of just check in with ourselves. Okay, why are we still doing this? You know, that, you know, was valid like 2 years ago. It's not now, you know, like so, you know, that's where mind games and the tricks can come into it, when we're not even realizing that's happening. But there's a reason that that's happening, because maybe something's outdated, or something that is there, it's no longer serving us, you know, it's expired. So, you know, it's time to put something better, something new in place, and just see what that is. Check in with yourself. What is this? What is that going on? That's old. What's that still doing there? You know, and allow yourself a chance to let it go. And, you know, you'll be really surprised at what can happen. You know, there's new room. You know, it's like freshly cut grass, where you can have that space again to breathe, and, you know, it fills your spirit up with light and air, which, you know, really is, you know, anything can happen. The possibilities are endless. And so let's see the 2 animals that are going to be guiding us this week. If you've got your card deck, it comes in a 2-part box, and you've got your 100-page booklet and your 36 glossy cards. And so let's have a look and see the 2 animals that are going to be guiding us this week on our journey, and helping us to, you know, uncover some of these old aspects, because we want to let them go, and we want to rediscover ourselves in a new light that's headed into a more conscious direction of our choosing, that's going to make us grow and flourish into the person that we want to be. And, you know, our potential is just starting. And so the first card that literally popped out of the deck is Tasmanian Tiger, and baby, I am open. When I allow myself to be open to new ideas, I give myself permission to step outside of my comfort zone, which results in the ultimate solution, my self-realization. And so, you know, this is about not looking back and stepping into new things, new ideas, you know, new projects, new ideas, which I already said, that can lead us to the places we want to go. And so the Tasmanian Tiger is number 14 card, and so we can look that one up on page 42. And so the guidance to do with Tasmanian Tiger and baby, sometimes in order to move forward, we need to take a few steps back and take a careful look at what we left behind in order to see how far we've come. And this, for this month of October, we have the wedge-tailed eagle on the Dreamtime calendar, and so, you know, that helps us to get a better perspective on things. And so, you know, speaking of having a better perspective on things, it's interesting the guidance that's coming to do with this Tasmanian Tiger. So when we can look back at how far we've come, we can start when we started out to where we are now. Sometimes this can be the secret ingredient to obtaining our next level of achievement. And so the action step this week to do with the Tasmanian Tiger is get ready to conquer your next stage. You are coming near to breaking a cycle, so try not to rush during this stage, but reflect on all the lessons you have learned. The cycle could be connected to the past in relation to family, work, or a relationship that didn't serve you. Whatever it is, allow Tasmanian Tiger to be your guide, whilst you take some important time out to reflect and contemplate on your past without dwelling. And so projects can take time, and so patience and a new level of understanding that we need to learn to open ourselves up to more often. And so this can continue to nurture our outcome, and it will surely come about for you. So be sure to be open to amazing things, and they will be open for you. And so you could be feeling like you're resisting change or you're stubborn, which, you know, a lot of people can be like that. Narrow-minded. I'm laughing because I can be stubborn sometimes. And but sometimes some people don't even recognize or realize that they can be that way. And so that's when it's kind of like needing to be more aware of these qualities of ourselves. It's nothing wrong with being stubborn, and it's important that we accept our qualities, whether we think they're good or bad. And so that's why I was laughing. And it's important to laugh at yourself sometimes as well. And so the positive is self-realization, letting go and breaking a cycle. So like I said, it's not always easy change, but just take baby steps and everything will be fine. And so that is the first card that we pulled out for the week. I'm still laughing at myself, don't worry. And so let's have a look and see the other card that we're going to be getting this week, to do with, the Tasmanian tiger. And and yeah, so that's why I was saying before about all the things that, we could be letting go of, and all the things that we want to be bringing in towards us. Now's the time to do that. Whoa. Okay. The other card that we pulled out is with crocodile, with dragonfly. I am determined. When I focus on mastering a change, gosh. Now, we're talking about change again. When we focus on mastering a change, I allow myself to evolve to the next level. This enables greater development and personal power within my life. And I'm no stranger to change. And so, being in a position where I am right now, had I not changed so many things that I needed to change a long time ago, then I wouldn't be here where I am today. And so, and I can definitely say that I am in a much better position than what I was, many years ago. And I made so much change. I did like a 360 in my life, and today I'm still being a role model for change and for people. And even all that change that I did, it wasn't easy, but anything that is so wonderful and beautiful in your life is not going to be handed to you on a silver platter, and it takes work, and it's worth all the effort. So change is a beautiful thing, because we can be in amongst chaos, and from that chaos something beautiful can be born. So I think it's sometimes that we just need to shift our perspective and how we see things, and it's really not that bad as sometimes our mind makes it out to be. And so it's just important to speak to yourself kindly as much as you possibly can, and this will really help you to move forward into the change that you're wanting. And the crocodile with dragonfly is number 31, and I'm trying not to make this video too long. And so if we grab our guidebook, and then we can look at this crocodile. with Dragonfly, which is on page 76, and it's giving us the message like change doesn't come easy, and so but you are currently mastering a change, and well done for you for doing that. And so because this is going to give you an immense source of power and inspiration, and you know, power and inspiration doesn't come from another person, it comes from within you. And so Crocodile with Dragonfly reminds you about the timing of an opportunity to increase your power that's coming your way. Be ready and open to the opportunity. You're about to learn more about your power and how this can increase your confidence. So the action step this week to do with Crocodile with Dragonfly is work on something you feel passionate about to enable yourself to prepare to propel yourself into the future, that it begins to make a change to form a new habit. So get going and be consistent. Listen, watch for the answer and changes to come. It takes approximately 30 days to form a new habit to create some lasting change. And so you could be feeling misunderstood or rejected, or there may be a blocked flow of energy and that you're trying to uncover. And so you know, the best thing you can do is, you know, make positive changes to initiate, you know, this clogged area in your life. And when you build up enough positive energy, you know, it should start to kind of make some movement where you can start to see what that is. And the positive is new opportunity, your realized potential, and your energy being powerful. And so you're making a transformation, confidence, awakening, focus, a rising opportunity. And so these are all the things that are coming up for you this week to do with Crocodile and Dragonfly. And so, you know, going back to the change that we were just talking about, you know, and to do with the Tasmanian tiger and baby, you know, it's important, you know, sometimes we can also have tunnel vision and we don't really can see like how far we've come. I know that I've been very guilty of doing that so many times. Like sometimes when I get busy and I'm painting, I don't even stop to kind of look up for a minute. And you know, when you do that, you can miss a lot of things that's going on inside of yourself, and you can miss opportunities. And so it's like going at this pace. It doesn't have to be fast and it doesn't have to be slow, but just, you know, just cruising on a pace of flow, on the flow. It's like sliding on the flow of your abundance. And you know, abundance is not just about money, it's about feeling alive and happy within yourself. And you know, what is abundance to you? What is happiness to you? What is success to you? Write that in your journal this week. That's your homework. And so so that you can start to visualize and you can start to feel and sense, you know, this happiness more. And you can, by doing that, you're bringing it more and more into your life and into these areas that into the old areas that you're currently letting go. And so the two cards that we pulled out is with Tasmanian Tiger, I am open, letting us know that you're giving yourself permission to step outside of your comfort zone, which results in giving you the ultimate solution to your self-realization. And just, you know, having a look at how far you've come this week to where you are at this point, which may give you a really good perspective on things. And the other card that we pulled out is with Dragonfly and Crocodile, letting us know that you are mastering a change at this time that will enable your soul to evolve to the next level. And it's bringing you more confidence and more power in yourself and in this new way of life. It's not easy and it takes a lot of courage. And so I know that you can do it, you know. And so, you you know, with these two by your side, I'm sure anything is going to be possible this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful week this week, and I will see you again next week. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.